my lifeline, my Yaron Chitiz. Never in the wildest of dreams did I think this is where we would be today. More than 30 days have passed since I was rudely awakened by the 3 knocks on our front door. Since the war began, I thought that I always heard the knocking in my sleep, and I would run to the door and look through the peephole. This time, there was no doubt that the knocks were real, and since then, our lives have changed so drastically. Speaking about you in the past, but still counting the number of my children. Yaron, you're so big in life. A gift from Hashem for almost 24 years. Yaron Chitiz, satisfied with the smallest of things. When you came home that first and only Shabbat after 80 days away from home, you excitedly reminded me that in a week I could add you to my car insurance, as you were going to be 24. Yaron, you never made it to 24. So you remained, and I hope so you're not answer. You are my Yaron Chitiz, loving the simple things in life, like our date night, where you booked the date way ahead of time as you knew you'd be out of the army. You booked the restaurant and you drove me there, just the 2 of us. You were on cloud 9, you ordered all your favorite foods, you enjoyed the presentation of the food as well as the taste. We sat there, we spoke, and we enjoyed each other's company. And when I offered to pay, you refused. You were so proud that you now had the money to do this. You grew up knowing that our budget was limited, and ordering pizza was the greatest treat. How many children would choose to go on a date with their mom on a weekend out of the army and pay for the evening too? You were proud of me, and you told me so. I've always joked with you, Fav. Tell me my hair spared before I die. Well, you shared 1 or 2 things with me. You were extremely proud of my swimming achievements and shared this fact with your soldiers. This you told me too. On a Messiah, you were battling to stay awake, and you asked a soldier to talk to you, and the conversation was my swimming. On another occasion, they knew that on a particular Friday, I don't think it was a Friday, it was another day, you told them you had to go to Kinneret, and they couldn't understand the urgency. You left Badachad in the south early in the morning and spent most of the day traveling north. You were at the Kinneret when I finished my long crossing of the Kinneret. I couldn't believe it when I saw you at the finish, standing proudly in your army uniform. You had a dip in the Kinneret, a quick lunch, and then you were back on the bus in order to get back to the army before sundown. Yaron, you made me proud. In fact, all of my children make me proud. It is no secret that you 5 always gave and continue to give me the strength to carry on when faced with any challenge. Yaron, you were my Shabbat English Scrabble partner, and I'm not embarrassed to declare that you beat me on more than 1 occasion. Your English was amazing, and your vocabulary even better. This was our special time together. Truly a Yaron Chitiz. When you wanted to go out with friends, you would ask me if it was okay, as you wouldn't be able to play. Oh, Yaron. Yaron Chitiz, you would tell me on more than 1 occasion when driving with you, Mom, you don't need Waze, just follow the street signs. And I would argue that Waze helps us with avoiding traffic jams. Sometimes I won this argument. Yaron Chitiz, you taught yourself to read at the age of 5 by learning the flags of every country. And if I remember correctly, because of the World Cup soccer games, you could identify any flag, and with the help of your children's atlas, you would read through each country in alphabetical order while learning the capitals too. You would test us, and yes, you won every time. This made you famous as you appeared on the Chani Nachmias' children's television show at the ripe old age of 5. Yaron Chitiz, with an amazing general knowledge. Every year you would ask for the Guinness Book of Records for your birthday. You loved learning interesting facts and sharing the information with us. You just loved learning what you wanted to learn. You loved history and geography and learning about the land of Israel. In fact, it was you whom we would turn to whenever we did a tour to ask where you would recommend that we go. Thinking back on Friday nights, you and Rami would talk forever. Most of these conversations included cooking. Who knows, maybe that is where the mangal of Yaron was born. When we moved to an apartment with a balcony, we were so excited as you could now braai for everybody, including me. On occasion, when I couldn't manage all the Shabbos cooking, you would cook things on the braai. I so miss this. Missed you pottering around my kitchen and telling me, Emma, if the army can trust me to look after the soldiers, there's no reason for you to worry about what I'm doing in the kitchen. Oh, Yaroni, I miss your presence and your cooking and experimenting with whatever food you wanted to make. And you learned if something wasn't good, then you didn't make it again. And our music time together, we both liked Israeli music from the past. Since the war, the music played daily on all radio stations is what we both like. I always used to say, if only they would play the music that we hear on Yom HaZikaron more often, because those are real songs. How could I have guessed that we would have a never-ending war, with the songs being playing daily, and that I would be part of the Yom HaZikaron family? And Yaroni, you lived up to your name. Yaron means you will always be happy. And what's Simcha with the biggest smile? Hard to believe that we'll never see the live smile again. But I must admit that your smile has gone viral and has had an impact worldwide. Yaroni, you had immense presence wherever you went, both in height and in stature. Everybody loved you, including the parents of your friends. I can recall on numerous occasions where friends would message me and say they had bumped into one of my kids and how well-mannered they were and how great it was to see the Chitiz and catch up on family news. I need to include all my five here, and not only Yaroni. Yelishopam, listening to Emma when I begged you to feature in a Cat's Promo family reunion movie with a few Cat's cousins. You were reluctant to do so, but you did because we asked and begged and explained the importance of our family roots. Now, Baruch Hashem, we even have this movie on record, just in case we want a reminder of how cute you were, and yes, to shed an extra tear too. Also, when I was invited out for Shabbat and it was just you and me, you would go with me. On occasion, you would say, Mom, do you mind if I don't go? Are you okay to go alone? Yeret Shopam in Bayit Rek was the best for you. You would invite your friends over for Shabbat meals, cook for them and have fun together. Yaroni, your friends miss you so much. You were the leader of the pack, the organizer, the go-to for whatever. Yeret Shopam, always helping everybody no matter what. So many who came to the Shiva told us how they were when they were in trouble and when they needed help, the first person they thought of calling was you. From early on in life, you were always willing to help, even when not convenient, and you always did so with a smile. When we argued and apologized to you, your answer was always, Ima akol beseder. When I wanted to send you things to the army, you said, Emma, we don't need akol beseder. And Yaroni, I thought I knew you. It appears that I didn't know you as well as I thought. Hundreds have told us stories about you, stories of bravery of a man mature beyond his years. And you, being so modest, didn't share all these stories with us. No one could have guessed that you came from a home of divorced parents. You were so together, so confident, so mature, so grown up, and so loving. Yeret Shopam, proud of your accomplishments in a modest way. You would always tell me about your soccer games and who did what on the field. When I was ill in 2009 and I had to be in my bedroom in isolation for 3 days, you wrote up a menu with food options for me to choose from. You made sure that you also knew how to prepare all of the options. And this too you did with such pleasure. Yaroni, you were only 9. Yaroni, you have managed so much in your almost 24 years, and you have left your mark in this world, a giant in life and a giant in death. I know that we are all given challenges that we can handle. Hashem, I know I'm strong, but did you really have to test me again? And with my lifeline? You always laughed at me blessing you whenever, even when not on a Friday. Yaroni, today is Friday, and therefore no need for you to embarrass, as I bless you for the last time. Yisimcha Elohim kefaimucha menashe. Yivarechecha Adonai v'shmerecha. Ye'er Adonai panav elecha v'choneka. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yisem lecha shalom.